Daniel Defoe, Robinson Crusoe, Part 152. Three prisoners and three canaries, and that their whole business seemed to be the triumphant banquet upon these three human bodies, a barbarous fest indeed, but nothing more than, as I had observed, was usual with them. I observed also that they had landed not where they had done when Friday made his escape, but nearer to my creek, where the shore was low and where a thick wood came almost close down to the sea. This, with the abhorrence of the inhuman errand these wretches came about, filled me with such indignation that I came down again to Friday and told him I was resolved to go down to them and kill them all, and asked him if he would stand by me. He had now got over his fright, and his spirits being a little raised with the dram I had given him, he was very cheerful and told me as before he would die when I bid die. In this fit of fury I divided the arms which I had charged as before between us. I gave Friday one pistol to stick in his girdle and three guns upon his shoulder, and I took one pistol and the other three guns myself. And in this posture we marched out. I took a small bottle of rum in my pocket and gave Friday a large bag with more powder and bullets. And as to orders, I charged him to keep close behind me and not to stir or shoot or do anything till I bid him, and in the meantime not to speak a word. In this posture I fetched a compass to my right hand, of near a mile, as well to get over the creek as to get into the wood, so that I could come within shot of them before I should be discovered, which I had seen by my glass. It was easy to do. While I was making this march, my former thoughts returning, I began to abate my resolution. I do not mean that I entertained any fear of their number, for as they were naked, unarmed wretches, it is certain I was superior to them. Nay, though I had been alone, but it occurred to my thoughts what call, what occasion, much less what necessity I was in to go and dip my hands in blood to attack people who had neither done or intended me any wrong, who as to me were innocent, and whose barbarous customs were their own disaster, being in them a token indeed of God's having left them, with the other nations of that part of the world, to such stupidity and to such inhuman courses, but did not call me to take upon me to be a judge of their actions, much less an executioner of his justice, that whenever he thought fit he would take the cause into his own hands, and by national vengeance punish them as a people for nation crimes, but that in the meantime it was none of my business, that it was true Friday might justify it, because he was a declared enemy and in a state of war with those very particular people, and it was lawful for him to attack them. But I could not say the same with regard to myself. These things were so warmly pressed upon my thoughts all the way as I went, that I resolved I would only go and place myself near them, that I might observe their barbarous fest, and that I would act then as God should direct, but that unless something offered that was more a call to me than yet I knew of, I would not meddle with them. With this resolution I entered the wood, and with all possible fairness and silence, Friday following close at my